So Rose, what's your experience of the Holy Spirit?
Well, I think there's two aspects that I particularly like to think about. First is specifically around communion. So I often have a sense as the plate and the cup are brought round and each person takes the bread and the wine, that there's a sense of us being linked together, a sense of God in those ordinary objects, and as the Holy Spirit, and joining us into some larger whole, something bigger than any individual. And the other aspect is much more internal. So often when I meditate, I find a sense of something within me breaking out almost, and again a sense of being something bigger or part of something larger, something more profound than just me.
So that experience of connection, of life, of expansion of your viewpoint. So the Holy Spirit is God.
Yes.
Active in human beings, in human groups.
Yes, and facilitating the kind of conversations we were talking about before, I suppose. Why would we want, what would lead us to want to speak to people of other faiths or other traditions, except that the Spirit is leading us.
So the Holy Spirit doesn't just operate in a Christian box.
Again, yeah, the box is the problem, isn't it? Or it can be. I think our own tradition, our own box can be a useful place to start, but it's not the end of the journey. The Spirit wants to lead us out. I suppose as an aspect of the Trinity, the Spirit is traditionally kind of the free flowing, the most ungrounded bit of the Trinity, aspects of the Trinity, and so would naturally lead us outwards, and to seek greater connection with people that we don't know, people that we wouldn't normally speak to.
What would you say to someone who feels they have no experience of the Holy Spirit?
Have you ever stood on a mountain? Have you ever looked at the ocean? Have you ever closed your eyes and just breathed in? And how does that feel? I suppose I can't prejudge. If somebody says to me that I tend to accept what people say at face value. If somebody says they haven't had that experience, then I wouldn't say, well, of course you have, don't be silly. But maybe get them to think, what would they expect that experience to be like? And then have they actually had experiences like that? Or, again, the Spirit is the aspect that's full of surprises. It's the playful side.
Yes, yeah. I can relate to that. Surprises, absolutely, yes.
Yeah. So, have you never been surprised? Have you never looked in a child's eyes and or another creature, another species, the eyes of another species, and felt nothing in return? Just think outside your own box. Go back to boxes. Think outside. Think a little more widely about what that experience might be like.
I was reading recently in Richard Rohr that one of the extraordinary things about God is that the God of the universe makes herself vulnerable to us. And it seems to me that the very gentleness of the Spirit just nudges a lot of the time. It's a kind of vulnerability because it's so easy for us to sweep aside where the Spirit's leading us. Would that be your experience?
In a sense that it's only sometimes when I look back that I realised where I was led.
Yes.
It's not a sense of being led forwards. Like you said, yeah, being nudged from behind, I suppose.
By a vulnerable God,
Yeah.
which is, it's an upside down universe. You know, the most powerful
Yeah.
being, person in the universe is somehow the most vulnerable.
Yeah.